Hey y'all, Stephanie Stallworth, ATL Traffic Lady. Got the road spray working. Supposed to be a crash up here, 20 East of Flat Shoals, Gresham. Looks like they cleared it. I don't see it yet. It's around up here too. So I've been driving here for several miles. Let's see if we're coming around the mountain to it. How y'all doing tonight? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Alright, I don't see anything up here. Looks like they cleared that. There was one though on the downtown connector just past that southbound, just as you're ramping to 20. It's all off the right shoulder. Seven separate vehicles involved in that one. Alright, looks like I've come upon this crash up here. Look at all the brake lights hitting. Yep. It is indeed here. I'm listening to Greg Street's Top 8 at 8. Looks like we're going to be sitting in some traffic on this one. Wow. All right, so, you know, it's one of those nights if you have to go out, just kind of leave early. Slow your speeds. Give yourself the extra stopping distance. Let's see what we see up ahead here around this curve. I'm on the outbound East Expressway. This is I-20 East. All right, past Flat Shoals, Gresham, which I call Hydroplane City. Look at water just running across the roadway. It just runs across the roadway. Just sits on the roadway half the time. Can't quite see this crash. Supposed to be on the left side. Looks like, you know what I'm thinking here in typical crash clearing fashion, that, again, this crash is on the left side of the roadway. And that left side is really the HOV lane and a narrow left shoulder. So it looks like they're holding all traffic lanes here. They just hold all the traffic and then drag, pull, or push the car from the left shoulder or left lanes over to the right shoulder, and then they'll release traffic again. So here's an example of that. We're just kind of sitting, stuck in the traffic. Turn these wipers off. Let's see. Stuck here in a backup of stopped traffic. So stopped traffic on the interstate like this means they stopped traffic. They held all traffic in the lane. So here are units up here along with police and everyone on the scene moving it. If you can, I don't know if you can see very well up here. But just on that, here it is, that Jersey wall, you can see the lights flashing. See the blue and the red in the center of the screen? Yeah, that's the lights, reflection of the lights of the emergency vehicles up ahead around this curve. So it's just around this curve. But yeah, so here's what I'm calling it. They're holding all lanes 20 eastbound past Flat Shoals, Gresham. And that is all because of this crash that was in the left lane. They're going to drag it off to the right shoulder, hopefully quickly. And then we'll be on our way. This is what I talk about for you guys in the morning. You know, this morning they had to hold all lanes at a transformer fire on Covington Highway, right at the 285 overpass. So as a safety precaution, fire department, police, hero units had to stop all the traffic on the interstate, 285 at Covington Highway. It was early this morning. And same thing, just for safety precaution. Now here, in this situation, it's a crash up here, and they're holding all the lanes to get the things moved. Hopefully they'll be moving it quickly, and it won't be a long-term closure for you out here. So we're just sitting, but it's okay. My gas tank has gas in it. A little bit. So, you know, say hi to your neighbors left and right. Make sure your foot's steady on the brake. Oops, and all of that fun stuff. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing here. We're just waiting for them to clear it. I wish I was up a little further. I could give you a better video of it. Let's see if we move up any. I don't see any change in the flashing light reflection. Let's see. I should be able to just about get the edge of it here. You can see it reflecting in that truck on the opposite direction. So, yeah. I don't know how y'all do it. Golly. I report traffic every day, but I don't always have to sit in it. And I declare, it's tough sitting in it. Between Atlanta and DC, absolutely. In fact, Atlanta has 3 of the top 10 worst bottlenecks for traffic in the country. Right? 3 of them are in the Atlanta area of the top 10. Out of the top 100, I think we had 6 or 7. out of the top 100, maybe even 9. I'll have to look at the list for you and post it for you on Twitter at ATL Traffic Lady. But yeah, so you know, if you guys are doing this every day, you're in the best of the best with traffic jam drivers. Looks like they're moving here, starting from the left to the right. Let's see if you guys can see it. Traffic moving up ahead here. Starting to move, starting to move, starting to move. I'll focus for you. So the left lanes are starting to move. That means they at least got that dragging through. Eventually all these lanes are going to move. But this is kind of what happens. Let's say you hear us talking about it. You see those flashing lights? That's the HERE unit blocking the right side of the roadway still. Then they're going to finally move from the right side, unless they make us all go to the left lanes, which is possible. So let's say you drive in traffic and you never really saw a crash like this. You don't have to drive the interstates. Looks like we might have to all get over, because it looks like the right side is blocked. Let me try to get over, see if anyone lets me over. Yeah. That's what happens around these here parts. So, yeah, I can see they're still on the right side. The right lanes are blocked. So, at least they're letting traffic through. So, if it started out in the left lanes, which is really the HOV lane and narrow left shoulder, then they moved it off to the right lanes. Eventually, they'll open all lanes, but for now, it looks like all your left lanes are getting by. But you can see flashing lights up there. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. Let's see if we can focus. Yeah, so that is it. Here we are. It's right at Candler. Well, just about a mile before Candler Road. So we'll call it 20 East between Gresham and Candler is this crash. Looks like they finally got it off to the shoulder. So look at that. So you're seeing the fine work of Georgia State Patrol and those wonderful HERE units that will rescue you on the highway if you ever get stuck. You see a crash, you're in a crash, you get a flat tire, you run out of gas on the interstate here. Dial 511 from your cell phone. Get yourself a HERE unit. They'll be on the scene to help you out. That's this truck with the flashing yellow lights up ahead here. So it's all good. Let's see how many cars are involved in this. They still have the right lane blocked. Maybe the 2 right lanes. I still think I have to get over here a little bit. So let's see how that works out. Not sure how it's